Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about opportunity and equality of opportunity and whether or not you should be given opportunities in life. A lot of people like to make the argument that some people are given less opportunities in life, so then we need the government to come in and give them more opportunities because some people just aren't given as many opportunities as other people in the world. Now this whole perspective is completely backwards. Because the main issue here besides the issue of government force, primary to that, the first thing that I hear in that sentence is they're saying that people need to be given opportunities. That is not how life works. Life is a value that you must act to achieve yourself. You're not given life. You're not given anything in life. There's these values out there that you need to act to gain and to keep. That's what life is about. That's what life is. That's the whole reason why we act at all. And it needs to be self-sustained action. That's what life is, self-sustained action. That's the entire purpose of action itself, is to live. It's to achieve values. So the whole idea of having opportunities given to you is such a backwards way of thinking about it, and it is it is anti-reason too. It's anti-mind, because you need to choose your own values and pursue those things. You don't have values up here dictated to you by the government, by God, by society. You don't have any values given to you. You need to choose your own values and achieve them for yourself, and take personal responsibility for the fact if you can't achieve them. You have to accept reality, accept that reality is the way that it is, and not try to wage some war against reality through governmental means, because that's essentially what you're doing when you're having the government come in and give you opportunities itself. You're waging this war against reality. You're waging a war against your own life, what you have in your own life, and forcing other people to basically sacrifice from their own life to provide your own life certain things because you aren't comfortable with the reality you are situated in. It's your job to look at that reality. Look at reality, actually. Just reality, not that reality. Reality is what it is. Look at reality and accept the fact that that's what it is. This is what reality is. And then you act. You don't think about what actions you want to take and then think about, okay, how should I make reality now based off this? Reality is primary. You can't think first. You can't think first about what you want and then think about how reality needs to be structured. That's what the people who want forced opportunities from the government to do. They look at their reality. They look at reality and say, this isn't what I want it to be. The opportunities aren't right in front of me like I want them to be. So now I need the government to come in and basically force and basically create this new sort of reality and give me these opportunities. This is backwards. This is such a backwards way of thinking, and it is absolutely opposed to reason. For a lot of reasons, because for one, reason needs to be based on reality. You need to make your values after looking at reality and looking at what reality dictates. Reality dictates your values to you. Your interaction with reality dictates those values to you, and reality comes primary in there. You can't just have these rationalistic desires that you impose on everyone else. You need to base it all in reality. Everything starts with reality. That's how reason starts as well. Reason starts with percepts, and from percepts you form concepts and gain knowledge. This is how everything needs to be structured. Everything starts with reality. Everything starts with reality. That's a key point, and it's absolutely anti-reason to sort of come up with these arbitrary rationalistic things that you want and then impose those on reality through government force, because that's essentially what you're doing when you're mandating that opportunities come to you. So that's one major problem. Another major problem is that these values are coming from the government. These opportunities are coming from another. That's not how you come to values. You come to values by looking at yourself and looking at your own interaction with reality. Every individual is different. Every individual has its own requirements for living. And if you want to actually experience those to their fullest extent, you need to come to an understanding of them through your own knowledge, through your own conscious decision making. Otherwise, you won't actually be able to appreciate those decisions, those opportunities. Because if an opportunity is sort of forced upon you or just given to you by a government, you haven't fully consciously decided it. Or this is more an argument against being forced to do the right thing. But apart from all this, apart from just how it subverts reality by this whole idea of opportunities being given to you, it's also a violation of other people's rights. You have no right to stifle another person's potential for your own life. That's not something that you have the right to do. It's so altruistic, so collectivistic to make those sort of demands on another person. It's to essentially say that you should not put you have a duty to my life. You have a duty to making my life as good as it could possibly be, not to achieve your own potential, not to achieve your own happiness, but you have a duty to my opportunity, to giving me the same amount of opportunities that you have. No, I want everybody to look at their own life, look at their own reality, and make the most out of it that they possibly can, without trying to stifle somebody else's potential, without trying to stifle someone else's ability to self-actualize. And that is how a society should be structured. That is how a moral society should be structured. No, there shouldn't be this sort of thing where you're just given these opportunities from the government. That's the wrong way to think about it. You make your own opportunities. You make your own. You set your own values. You set your own path forward. For some people, it's obviously going to be harder. I can't deny that. But that's reality. You can't try to subvert that by using a gun, basically, by using the government force to step into that, to step in and basically restructure reality in a way that makes it so that your arbitrary whims can be fulfilled. No, you need to start with reality. Start with reality. Come up with your own actual values, rather than starting with your emotions, with your whims, or what the government tells you want, or what society tells you want. Start with yourself and start with reality. Start with reality, and from there you can form a rational code of values that's based on reality and achievable, without the use of force. You should not have to use force to achieve your values. Just imagine how that affects your self-esteem, knowing that you had to use force on another person to achieve what you've achieved. That's something I could not live with. I could not look at myself in the mirror knowing that all the values I've achieved are tainted by the fact that it comes from another person, that it comes from using force on another person, from essentially stealing from another person. I could not look myself in the mirror like that, because I understand that I need to take pride in my own values. I need to take pride in myself. I need to take pride in me achieving the things that I have achieved. Otherwise, it's not worth it. It's really not. I really can't even conceptualize the whole idea of just stealing something and feeling good with that because you have it. That's such a backwards way of thinking. And if you think like that, I don't know if you'll ever achieve real happiness, because real happiness starts with the self. It starts with a sense of pride in yourself and a feeling of virtue, or actual virtues in yourself. And I can't imagine how somebody could. Nobody can rationally take pride in stealing opportunities from other people to create their own life. And yeah, it's such a backwards way of thinking. Don't receive opportunities from people. Make your own opportunities. Create your own opportunities. And most importantly, start with reality. Don't start with arbitrary whims of what you feel might be the best for you. Look at reality. Look at what is necessary for your survival. And that is how you achieve happiness. That is really how you determine your values. And because, I was about to get into the whole objectivist ethics system, but I've kind of jumped to a lot of different topics in this video, and I don't think I need to summarize the objectivist ethics in like a quick 30-second fashion at the end of this video. I think there's enough value provided in the rest of this video, and yeah. Once again, I say this in a lot of videos, but if I misstated anything, feel free to correct me in the comments. This is extemporaneous speaking. Sometimes when extemporaneous speaking, your mind can get attached to a certain point, and you just keep drilling that home, keep repeating that, and it may overemphasize certain things. I may misstate certain things, and I may overemphasize certain misstatements as well. That happens a lot extemporaneously. But either way, I think I said a lot of very rational things in this video, but for sure. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and post in the comments of someone that I should debate next. I want to debate somebody. I'm very much in the mood to shred somebody with facts and logic. But yeah, once again, this might be the third time I've said it, but thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Peace.